Hell, what's up, y'all? What's going on, world? What's going on, man? What is going on with y'all today? Another beautiful day above ground. Gotta thank God for that first. I gotta thank God for being able to do what I do every day. Lately, I've been struggling a little bit mentally, but we gonna be all right. Now, the other day, I dropped a video for my podcast, Purely Talk Podcast, talking on basically talking about Joe Biden, right? His mental capabilities, um, his age, and a bunch of people came in defending him. They're under the comments, right? Because what I said was, bro, Biden is too old, right? He's not there mentally. It's clear that he's not there mentally by the way he be talking when he's on stage, how he be maneuvering like he don't know where he's at, like he gets lost all the time. I ain't talking about like when he trips, because that's human. We all trip when we, you know what I'm saying, we all might stumble on our words once in a while, but the fact that you stumble on your words every time you talk, the fact that you during like press meetings, like important moments, you decide to like venture off conversationally onto a different subject that nobody was even talking about tells me that you're not mentally there. Everybody in the comments, well, not everybody, most people in the comments are talking about how, well, um, have you seen Trump? And how he talks and bruh, Trump ain't as bad as Biden. Also, let me preface this also. I'm not saying I want to go for Trump. That I'm not saying I want to vote for Trump, but I'm saying is Biden isn't it. That's what I'm saying. We have two options right now, and Biden isn't it. Because Biden, mentally, he's just not there all the way. What's up, Cole? What's up, babe? What's up? How you doing, McDog? Like Biden isn't there all the way, so it confused. If you're in here, make sure you like, share, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Biden isn't there mentally, but me talking this way or just addressing the truth, because that's all it is. I'm not saying I'm pro Democrat or by me saying that I don't like Biden that I'm Republican, or if I like Trump. No, I'm neither. I'm just looking for the best candidate, and right now the best candidate clearly is not Biden. And everybody was like, well, if Trump gets into office, we're going to lose a lot of rights and we're going to lose a bunch of stuff that we as citizens value right now, which I understand. So don't get me wrong. I don't want Trump. I don't want Biden. But we just know the only two options we got, because obviously we don't want Trump. Well, I ain't gonna say we. Trump isn't that better either, right? Convicted felon. Because in what other world, what other country, what other will a convicted felon, because that's what he is, be able to run for president? And where? And they're like, oh well, the Democrats are doing this to like set Trump up. My boy, whatever Trump did what he did. No one is setting him up for all of these. He did that, and he got caught. He got caught. Why are people always trying to find an excuse for the person? Why are we always finding an excuse, trying to find an excuse for people that do wrong, but because we like them, we're going to defend them? And crazy thing about it is, okay, I understand maybe if it's like a family member, because you grew up with this person or this person raised you, so now you kind of biased to the point to where you're blinded. But y'all be going to bat, y'all be going to war over people that don't even know y'all, my boy. Trump don't know you. Biden don't know you. And on that same note, if y'all feel, not y'all obviously, because y'all have no control over this for the most part. And another, the Democratic Party, if they feel like they needed a better chance to win, Kamala should have stepped down as vice president and ran. I'm just saying. I don't know if she's that much better, because I'm not that well informed. I don't know if she's that much better, but what I'm saying is Biden isn't it. Biden can't hold a conversation, my guy. Biden be doing some stuff, and people was like, well, well, he is 80 or he is old. Man, I know older people. I know people in their 70s that are mentally there, capable, like they're able to hold a conversation, they have the energy, they exercise, they work out, they're able to stay on topic. Biden, and this is not Biden's fault, right? It's not his fault that he's aging. We all gonna age. It's the fact that y'all trying to hide the fact that this man got something. He throw it off, man. He might have a little dementia, something with age. It's obviously affecting the man, and y'all still putting this man in front of our faces like we dumb, and y'all expect us to vote. So now, if y'all are giving us two options, someone who is dealing with dementia or dealing with whatever he's dealing with, if y'all are giving us between him and Trump, most people are gonna go Trump. Why? Because we've seen Biden too much do what a president shouldn't be doing. Granted, Trump did a lot of stuff that presidents shouldn't be doing either. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not for neither of them, man. I'm just saying that the options right now are like, they're limited. But people were like going crazy in the comments, man. Where's it at? They're like, man, I don't want Trump either, but who do we have? What is our options? The other option, the other parties, the Green Party or whatever the other parties are called, but right now Trump is way better. That exactly, bro. I'm with you. Trump is the better option than Biden. I agree. There's only two options right now, right? There's only two options right now, and this is my thing too. And maybe this is funny or ironic or whatever. Then again, Biden, because somebody said in the comments also was like, oh, Trump also like messes up his words and makes mistakes when he's speaking. And I saw a video, and in reality, yes, there's gonna be videos clipped up from about everybody can have a video clipped up of them at their worst moment, right? Where they just put a bunch of like times you messed up saying the wrong thing or made a mistake. Yes, we all do that. I do that if you see that, but it's the consistency of when you do it. And it's you're on live TV doing this, right? Like if you're on live TV and you're slurring your words and you're confusing everybody, come on, that's crazy. Not clipped up from different times you did it. It's different. Ron DeSantis. See, I've heard of him, right? Let me look Ron DeSantis up. I've heard he's from Florida, ain't he? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not that well versed in the subject of these presidential. I'm just going based on what I see. And what I see as of right now, we don't really have. Oh, right. Ron is not. I heard. I ain't gonna lie, my boy. I ain't hear good things about Ron either. I'm just saying, boy, we just out here just screwed out here, man. We out here screwed, just trying to figure it out as citizens. Because at the end of the day, I feel like if you're out here relying or depending or thinking that one of these presidents is going to lighten your load or kind of make your life easier, it's not. Don't wait for the people to come and help you, man. You got to help yourself. Because these presidents, and everybody keep talking in the comments like, oh, not this comment, the video I posted that Biden is a puppet. They're all puppets. All of these guys are puppets. They're just the face. That's it. Behind them, somebody's controlling, somebody's moving all of the pieces, man. No one there is like, who's the AI, Ron or Biden? I've heard, man, come on now, my boy, come on. It could be true, but come on now. Who do you think is AI code? Hey man, Ron DeSantis. Donald Trump is a presumptive nominee for the Republican Party. That also blows my mind. Yeah, look at that, man. That man got 2,260 delegates. Yeah, like he. Oh no, Ron dropped out. Ron dropped out. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we only have two options right now. Let me see. All of the presidential options, all of the presidents. Yeah, Ron dropped out. Let me see. Presidential candidates 2024. Ron dropped out because Trump got too many people behind him, which is why Trump keeps winning. Because regardless of what Trump does or what Trump says, Trump has support. Trump has a group of people that are willing to support him to look a freaking 2 years when they invaded, when they did in Washington. These people for Trump are crazy. All of y'all crazy for expecting these people to, like, for y'all to love these people as much as y'all love these people. These people don't know y'all, man. So the presidential candidates is Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Chase Oliver, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I ain't gonna hold you. I might vote for one of the ones that y'all don't even know of, because I feel like Trump or Biden are good options. But like if it's between, like if it comes down to it and it's just those two, I feel like I would lean towards Trump. I would lean towards Trump, or I wouldn't vote. Honestly, I wouldn't, because it's from what they were saying with Trump and all of the bills he's trying to pass once he gets into the White House, is going to affect a lot of middle class families. He took away a lot of health care. I feel like unless these type of stuff affect you directly, you never really feel it. You never really understand it, because luckily for me, thank God, and hopefully I don't have to go through something like that, none of that stuff affected me. So my mind was like, oh, when Trump was in office, we got the PPP loan, and like we got a lot of assistance, and we got a lot of help as far as financial. And then that's what blinds people. You get a little bit of money, these people give you a little bit of money. Now you think, oh, they're it, and in reality, they might be passing some bills behind our backs that we don't. Casual voters, such as myself, that are not as invested, we just go based on what they've done for us. Now, once they do whatever they do for us and they blind us and they passing some bills behind our backs, that is crazy. But oh, we got money. Same thing will happen with the Bush dude. Whenever the twin tower plane crash thing happened, he passed a bill that gave the United States government the right to freaking track our phones and follow everything, because they were doing it for our security, right? Because now they want to make sure that we're not texting or typing or researching about uh what's that word I'm looking for? Terrorists. They want to make sure we're not terrorists, so they passed a bill that said, oh, if we got the right to search your phone and whatnot whenever they want. But we were so scared because all we wanted was protection. So we was like, yeah, whatever you want, president, whatever you want, we'll sign. Same thing with Trump. Oh, Trump gave us some money. Or Trump cut taxes, not knowing that he doing all this different stuff behind our back that we don't know about. All I'm saying is both options aren't great. But Biden needs to step down. Put somebody else in Biden's spot for the Democratic Party, but it's too late at this point. But I'm just saying, if they would have thought this through and decided, man, maybe Biden ain't the way to go. And what's crazy that all of these people are coming out to support him. Like I heard Obama supporting him, like George Clooney, Jack Black. I get what y'all are trying to do, but I guess from their perspective, it's almost like it's better to keep him in office that is going to continue with the plan that they've been planning for the past 8 years than put a new man in office, which is Trump, who's going to come and tear down everything and make everything different. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like having a girlfriend or going back with your ex, right? Or being single, right? Going back with your ex or finding a new girl. If you go back with your ex, at least you know what you're getting because you've been there before. For however long y'all did it, y'all been there before. So it's like, okay, let me stay with her because I know she does this, she does this, she doesn't like this. I know her. Then getting a new girl that is like, now I gotta figure out, and she's about to come into the house and tear everything down. I don't want none of this. I want it all different. So it's basically that. They want to keep Biden in office because he already got, he's already on the roll. Let's keep this rolling for another 4 years. If we get Trump in here, Trump is about to come and demolish everything. They both throw it off, man. Both of them dudes throw it off, man. But I'm just saying, y'all, people that are out here defending Biden like Biden isn't really losing it, it's crazy to me. Because now that shows your bias. Now I can't take your opinion serious because you're telling me to my face that this man does not. Oh no, he's well. No, he's not well, man. He's not well. And in this case, it's not really like a Democrat Republican thing. It's like a human thing. The man is not well. He's not well. And at the age he's in and maybe the life he's lived, he probably shouldn't be. That man's stressed. His son just freaking got convicted of the felonies, whatever he was being convicted of. Man stressed. Man stressed. The man's stressed. The man is stressed, man. But y'all out here trying to defend. Oh no. Oh no, man. No, man. And people that this Trump, I ain't fully Trump either, man. I might just vote for Kennedy, the junior. I might just vote for him. But I really got to do my research to understand a little bit more what these before. But I'm just talking just based on what I see. That's it. Just based on what I see, that is it. To each his own. I also heard something about they just passed the bill for 18 to 26-year-olds have to register, and if you don't register, you will be, it's considered a felony. You got to register to join the army or to go to war or whatever. That's kind of scary because that tells me that we're going into some type of like war, because I feel like this happened back in the day, like around World War II or World War I, or Vietnam, one of those wars, or maybe all of them, where they were like, you have no choice. Once you turn 18, you're joining the army. At least here, at least this time is like, well, you just have to register and be ready for it to be called up, right? If we call you, you're coming. Back then, it was like, okay, at turn 18, you're joining. So that lets me know something is coming. Something is coming. Who do we want in office? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not for or the other. I'm not for or the other because I feel like both of these dudes throw it off. And I saw something recently also where they were talking about how a Russian submarine or a Russian ship was nearing our coast, so they sent the Marines or the Navy, the U.S. Navy or U.S. something, to go and defend or just, I guess, stand base because Russia claimed us as enemies for the first time in I don't know how long. Like we're now considered enemies in their book. The world is becoming so crazy. So it's almost like, who do you want there? I want someone in office with a stable mind, right? I want someone in office with a stable mind. I want someone in office who can hold a conversation. I want someone in office that can get the point across clearly with no confusion. They got to start making like a limit, bro, of like how old you can be in office or in Congress. Like they got to stop at a certain age, because granted, I know people that are old and still with it, but then there's the other coin of people that are old and not with it. Everybody doesn't age the same. So we just got to cut it off to be even or to be fair at a certain age. Like, okay, after you can run after 65, right? After 65, you can't run. It is what it is, right? Because if you start running from, if you start trying to be a president from the age of 40 on, you got 20 years, 25 years to like be that. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Now, if you do happen to become president at 65, then you got 4 years. Then you get out at 69. That's fine, but you can't run no more. Either pass it up to your vice president Let her or him run, or you just bow out. Support the next upcoming, artist. You feel me? Because how old are these guys? How this is what's crazy. How old are these guys? If you're in here, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Let me know that you're in here. If you got any questions, let me know. Let me see how old these presidents are. Oh my goodness. Biden's age. Dog, Biden is 81, fam. Dog, Biden is 80. Like, why are y'all still This man need to go sit down somewhere and chill and retire. What? He is 81. Trump is 78. Like, why are these dudes even still bro? Let's say Trump wins 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. Bro, why? There gotta be some type of limit, my boy. Look, Barack Obama is 62. You feel me? He's 62, so he did good. This is crazy, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all standing behind Biden he's 81. That man need to go retire somewhere, kick his feet up, and go enjoy the rest of his days. Not out here trying to run a country, putting us in jeopardy. He might go to and say something that's, I feel like the presidential debate is gonna be hilarious, but it's gonna be hilarious because of who Trump is, and now because of who Biden is, right? So whenever they first ran, Biden seemed like he still had a little bit of mental capacity, like, he was still able to hold, seemed like he had it still together whenever they first started running. And Trump obviously had his mind together. And it was funny back then because Trump always had a comeback, or always had something funny to say, or always had something sarcastic to say. Or he always had something to say, right? And Biden could fight back because he had it. He still had some of that. At 81, he ain't gonna have no snappy comebacks. He ain't gonna be able to respond when Trump makes a joke or makes a comment about his son being convicted of a crime, or the cocaine they found in the White House. That's crazy, man. Not to say that the son did or didn't do that. I'm not saying allegedly, but what I'm saying is Trump is going to use that, and that's why people like Trump, because Trump is real. Seems like because we don't know this man. He's real in the aspect of, like, he's not trying to keep up a perception of perfection, which is what people don't like about most presidents, right? With Barack Obama, he felt relatable, at least to us black folks. He felt relatable. You know what I'm saying? Trump feels relatable to the white folks, to the middle class, lower class white folks. I don't know why y'all feel like he's relatable to y'all, because that man has not been middle class ever in his life. Definitely ain't been poor in his life. But y'all like him. It is what it is. My point is, that's what people like about Trump. How, after getting 34 convictions, somehow you are able to raise $90 million in the span of 24 hours. And that number could be off. But the fact, bro, if you're able to raise $1 million after being convicted, it's crazy. That shows the loyalty, that shows the support that this man has. So whenever they do this presidential debate and Trump starts saying all types of crazy stuff, Biden at 81 years old ain't going to be able to fight back. They're going to be like, fight back, Biden, fight back. Biden can't fight back. Fight back what? Biden ain't going to even know who talking. Who said that? Who said that? Wait, who said that? I'm just saying, man. People take these stuff very, and I get, granted, you should take it serious, but I just feel like you shouldn't be defending people that aren't capable. Because then your bias shows, and then once your bias shows, I can't take nothing you say seriously, because now I'm thinking every time you say something is going to come from bias. So it's the same thing with the Kendrick and Drake conversation. Like, I met this guy. I went to Dominican Republic last week. I met this guy named Gregorio, my guy. What's up, Greg? He was talking about how he felt that Drake won the battle between him and Kendrick. And he was given his reasons, which are fair. One of his reasons was, well, Drake went against 6 other different people. So of course he won because he was attacking a bunch of people at a time. Granted, that gives Drake a point. But you can't also take away what Kendrick did. What are we talking about? Kendrick made a banger. They not like us. Kendrick was strategic by dropping um the Aubreys or the Grahams right after Family Matters. Like, you can't be so blindsided or so biased that you don't see that the other person won. Because now whenever you don't admit to, like, okay, Kendrick did do that or Kendrick did do that, whenever you don't give him his props, it's like, all right, bro, well, we can't have this conversation no more because you're not seeing this the right way. You're not seeing this clearly. You're clearly seeing it from a biased lens. And then that's when it's like, okay, I can't have this conversation with you no more. Same thing with these presidents, with Trump and Biden. Y'all gonna defend these people to the max, especially Biden. Y'all gonna, well, Trump also, but we're talking about Biden right now. Y'all gonna defend Biden to the max, like y'all ain't seeing what we all seeing. Of course, some of these stuff might be clipped up, but we've also seen him on live TV on CNN. I'm assuming CNN is pro-Democrat. We've seen the man walk towards the wrong side of the stage, bruh. We've seen this. We've seen the man freeze mid-conversation. We've seen this. So I don't understand what's the big, like, oh no. So y'all is like, y'all, I guess the people that are for Biden are like, y'all are more like, I just want to win. As long as y'all don't win, I don't care, kind of stuff. Like, I don't care that this man is falling apart on here. As long as the other team doesn't win, we're gonna be all right. Which I get, because the other option is someone who has completely different values than you do, than your party does, than your group does, and whatever your team does. I get it, but man, it's admit it at least. When we have the conversation, when I bring it up, be like, yeah, I mean, you're right. He does look like he throw it out, but I rather him in there than the other guy. Now that I can stand behind. Now that conversation, that argument, I feel you on that, because we being honest. Now I can look at you and be like, well, at least you ain't blind to the fact that this man is thrown off and he's missing something up there because of age. Not saying that the man isn't smart. Not saying that the man wasn't at one point smart or capable. I'm saying that 81 years old, he's not mentally capable anymore. Somebody said in the comments, they were like, well, Biden, we just what she said, they just need Biden in office because the what did the person say? Hold up, because I don't want to mess it up. They were just implying that hold up. Don't go nowhere. If you're in here, make sure you hit that like for me. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up for me. It really helps with the channel being able to get spread. Here you go. Biden hasn't been running the country these first 4 years. Come on, he can't even walk off stage. Okay, well, he agrees with me. Too many times he said they don't want me to. Biden was killed for treason already. Wake up. This is another thing I don't like. These conspiracy theorist people. This dude in the comments said Biden was killed for treason already. Wake up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Funny much. I can't judge. You know why I can't judge too hard? Because when the truth finally comes out, people think some of these presidents or they're not alligator. What's the one? They're what is that thing that with the scales and stuff? Scales. Reptiles. People think that a lot of these presidents and a lot of these people in the government are reptiles and they're just hiding in the flesh and the skin or whatever. Some conspiracy theories we can have a legit discussion. But if you people really think that these people in government are reptiles, I don't want to have a conversation with you. But you know what? Maybe I need to be more open-minded. Just open-minded just to have the conversation, not to agree or disagree of, but just to have the conversation. Because maybe, who knows, man? This world has so many stuff. When I was 8 years old and 10-year-old and 12, 11-year-old, I was so innocent of the things of the world that I thought were true. That once I grew up and saw that what the real truth was, I realized it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So maybe things are different. Maybe once you enter those doors, once you get in those rooms at freaking, once you enter rooms with elite people, you will see different stuff that you've never seen with your regular eyes, with your middle class eyes, poor eyes, middle, upper class. Like once you get into those elite, is that rain? That is rain. Once you get into those elite rooms, you'll see and learn and experience different things that you've probably never seen or experienced. Or you might see that kind of stuff and they're like, well, you can't tell nobody. Like for the longest, I thought the Illuminati was fake. I learned that the Illuminati is real, but it's not the Illuminati that I grew up learning about how they kill people. Maybe they do, man. Maybe they do. But as far as like, it's a group of people that run the world, right? The richest or the richest families, the richest families that don't even show up on Forbes top 100 list type people. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of rich people. Because us, we be like, oh, if you're not on Forbes, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. But these people got it so much that they be like, don't put me on. I don't want you. I don't want nobody to know my net worth. So maybe some of these, like back to the point, maybe some of these conspiracy theories are real, right? But the reptile one, it just sounds crazy because somebody was like, "Come on, man." So Biden just walked. They made a clone of Biden. I'm not gonna lie, he do move around like a clone. He moved, but the Biden that we see right now walking and talking and well barely talking, he moves like someone who has just been placed here that's new, right, and trying to figure out life and just being like, "Oh my goodness," but like there is no like actual humanity to him. But I also don't think. I just think that that's age. That's what I think. I just think that that's age and that's dementia. The difference is he's doing this is happening in front of the eyes, in front of millions of eyes because it's on TV and it's everywhere. Like if he's going through this in his house by himself, with his family, with his loved ones, this isn't as bad. But the fact that he's the president moving around like this, now the conspiracy theories are coming up with all different types of things. Oh, he's dead. My boy said in the comments right here, he said he's AI. I mean, I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Let me get back to what I was saying. Trump has dementia. So what are you going to do with that mess? Trump has dementia. If Trump has dementia, well, we don't know. We don't see it that much. All right. If Trump has dementia, we haven't noticed it like that. Biden is clear. And and not to be funny or make light of the situation, but if they both have dementia, Biden dementia is on 100, Trump's might be like on 75, 60, 50. I don't see stuff about Trump with that kind of stuff. Every time I see Biden talk, you see something like that with him and his, you see him stumble, you see him. So it's kind of like, Trump wants to be our dictator like his idol, Putin. It's not Russia. That wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen. Bet he can't even name the first president or significance of the 1776, 4th of July, or Cold War, or the Berlin Wall, or can I go on? Yeah, I can't name none of that. I ain't gonna lie, I can't. Because I'm purely going based on what I see. Brother, I'm not trying to have a presidential debate with none of y'all. An argument. I'm not trying to prove nobody wrong or right. I'm giving my opinion, and my opinion is not Trump. Biden is not all there. That's it. All of this other stuff that you're saying that I can't name doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, my point still stands. The man is not there all the way. Whether I can name these stuff or not, the fact remains Biden is not all the way there, and that's all I'm saying. If you knock Biden out and you put Kamala Harris, or you put a different Democratic candidate, we having a different discussion. But the fact that y'all want to push Biden on people and Biden isn't all the way there is why this conversation is happening. Doesn't matter about the historical the knowing the historical facts. Granted, of course, it's good to know this, but that doesn't take away. If I knew it or didn't know it, the fact remains Biden is thrown off. Not throw it off, I'm sorry. Biden is aging. Like any 81, the man is 81 years old. Man, if this man wins again, he'll be 85 by the time he gets out. He legit might be the first president, and don't quote me on this because I'm just talking. He might legit be the first president to like be rolled out on a wheelchair, literally. Right? I think one of those other presidents was rolled out in a wheelchair. Yeah, the one that had the polio, I think he was on a wheelchair. Well, he'll be the first president that I've seen with my two eyes rolled out with a wheelchair. I will tell you something. Please focus. The most powerful people on the planet, okay? The most powerful people on the planet and in the United States in the field of commerce, manufacture, and technology are afraid of something. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with their stuff that they're not telling us. I agree with that. They know that there is a power somewhere so organized, so subtle, so watchful, it's interlocked, so complete, so pervasive. I agree. And that's who I think is the Illuminati. I don't want to get into this conspiracy theory world, but that's what I think is the Illuminati. The group that you're specifically talking about, that actually runs the world, runs these different. That's what is Illuminati. Not some like secret society. Oh, technically they are a secret society because you don't really know about it, but not who Jay-Z and Beyonce and they in these clubs now. They might worship the devil now. That's a whole different story. But I'm talking about like the group of people that the Illuminati. That's what I'm talking about. They had better not speak above their breath when they speak in condemnation of it. They understand they will expire immediately. I believe that though, but I believe that comes with any big I don't want to say corporation, but like any big entity. None of these big companies, none of these big countries, nothing big, right? For the most part, is ran by like simple-minded people, right? It's ran by somebody. There's always somebody above the CEO, right? There's always somebody above the CEO. Even CEOs have to play a role, right? And most people, true worldly power never ever reveals itself. It always stays hidden from view. If you think you see it, hear it, feel it, then it's not real power. Have a blessed day. You have you also valiant Thor. You also have a good day, my man, or ma'am, my girl. Y'all, you have a good day. I agree. None of these CEOs, man, have the ultimate power. Like they have perfect example, Diddy, Puff Daddy. Perfect example. He has had power, but it's always been to a limit. But to regular folks like us, we look at him and be like, that man is super powerful. But we don't know the above. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the above. Why you moving your comments, brother? Or are they moving the comments? Oh my gosh. Message retracted. Either way, likeness. Appreciate you, Valiant Thor. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So, perfect example, Puff Daddy, Puff Diddy, whatever. He thought he was unbreakable, immovable, a force that to be reckoned with, right? When you lose your way in these worlds, once you enter these doors, like we were talking about earlier, once you enter these rooms, you learn of a different kind of power. So now that you're in this room, you think that you're part of this power. You have the illusion of this power that you think you have. But these people in these rooms that are above this room that you might have entered can shut you down at any time. Diddy thought he was it because he's been running this he's been running his cube or his world, the hip hop, like he's been running whatever portion they gave him to run. He's been running that for so long, the way he wanted for so long. He thought he could keep getting away with it. He probably got ahead of himself and thought, man, I'm the most popular man, nobody can stop me. Then the powers that my boy Valiant Thor or my girl Valiant Thor was talking about came in and was like, nah, I'm gonna show you that you're not as powerful as you think you are. And I feel like that's when people start coming to God. Whenever they get into these situations where it's like, okay, let me come to God now. And it's not too late it's never too late to come to Christ, come to God. It's never too late for that. But like in the world, it might be too late. As far as like God says you can come to him at any time, but you also have to deal with the repercussions of the actions that you've, on earth. So even though Diddy was proclaiming, "Oh, I'm Mr. Love and I'm all of these stuff and God, peace, and all of this beautiful stuff," which should have been the good part, he had already probably stepped on some toes in these rooms that we're talking about. That they're like, okay, well now I'm gonna show you. And that's when Diddy, before all of it came out, he was like, "Let me turn to God." But these people are still like, "Nah, I'm gonna show you still." And now he's just freaking falling, rolling down the hill. He's just tumbling down, tumbling down. Because these people keep an eye on you because they want to keep us in control. But that's a whole that goes into a whole different like spectrum, a whole different world. That conspiracy theories world goes into a whole different things. Granted, back to Biden, back to Trump. If you're in here, make sure you like, man. Help your boy out with a like. Help your boy out with a comment. Just make sure you like and share it if you're enjoying this. Back to Trump and Biden. If Biden, I feel like if the Democratic Party wasn't selfish, they would have got somebody else to run in Biden's place. Why? Because I feel like they're selfish because they want to keep Biden in place because they know they can control Biden. Whoever is behind that party, right? Whoever's behind the party, and in my humble opinion, both of those parties, Republican and Democrat, they both are run by one family or one corporation, one entity, one. But they got to give people the illusion of choice. They're giving people the illusion of choice. Oh, we about to give you two, red and blue. You pick, even though we control both of them. Man, the laws affect both of us, bro. And I understand people saying that Trump will do this or the Democrats will do this. All of these people they're not really for us, and people be fighting, going to war behind these people that they don't know. It's all the illusion of power, man. We don't really have no true power. But in this illusion of power that they've been granting me, Biden is not it. But since y'all want to control Biden, since y'all want to control the Democratic Party so much, y'all want to keep Biden in there because y'all know Biden in there all the way. So all y'all got to do is move his hand, sign whatever bills or whatever rights y'all want him to sign. Because if y'all get a Democrat, if y'all get Kamala Harris, even though once you get into this room, you got to play by their rules. But if you got a person that is mentally there all the way, you won't be able to push them in a certain direction. You know what I'm saying? They'll stand up for something, or they'll be like, nah, this is how we whatever limit of power they have, they'll use it. With Biden, these people know that he has no my boy ain't there. He is not there. So there's no power. There's no fight back. But by doing this, y'all might lose now because Trump is still in a run. It's from what I heard, he's still in the lead to where people still are pushing more for Trump than they are for Biden. Like y'all are spotting y'all are messing over yourselves. Y'all are screwing yourselves over because y'all want to control Biden so bad. Y'all gonna end up losing the whole race, and now your boy Trump is gonna win. Now y'all gonna be mad when he start doing all these different stuff, and not only him, us, the world, the American people are gonna suffer whatever the consequences of whoever wins because they don't suffer. They got bunkers made. They got the money to do whatever they got. Whatever they have the look behind the door that lets them know that what's coming so they can prepare. But they're not about to prepare us. We're gonna catch whatever we're gonna catch last minute. We're gonna literally see the sky falling, and it's gonna be last minute, and we're gonna be like, oh shucks. Except for the conspiracy theorists that although I don't agree with a lot of them or how they move around, their preparedness is kind of like something to be admired because they're preparing for something that might never come in their lifetime. But if it just so happened to come in their lifetime, they will be the ones to say, I told you so. And you should have been prepared. They had this movie on Netflix called they had this movie on Netflix with Julia Roberts. I forget the name of the movie. If you know the movie I'm talking about, put it in the comments for me. Julia Roberts movies. What was this movie with the black dude? Leave the World Behind. This one right here. Leave the World Behind. It's on Netflix. It's a really great movie. It was actually produced by President Obama or the Obamas. And this movie kind of like tells a story of a guy, a financial guy, right? So even in this movie, right, the guy, he's wealthy or he's like he's well off, right? And he still wasn't able to exit or make a move to save his family because he wasn't wealthy enough. I feel like in situations whenever the skies fall in that situation where the world is kind of coming to an end or all these conspiracy theories start to happen, it's not really about how much money you have. Yes, that helps you because how much money you have can get you into the doors to meet the people that can help you navigate it. But it's more of like, who do you know? Because this guy, he was wealthy and he knew something was coming because he was a financial advisor or a market, something with the finances. And one of his clients was like, hey man, I'm about to withdraw all of my money. And the dude was like, wait, why are you about to withdraw your money? He was like, I can't tell you, but something is coming and you just have to get ready. And he was like, oh, no, I don't even think he said you just gotta get ready. He was just like, something is coming, be safe. And he hung up or something like that, right? Took all his money and went somewhere else. My point being, the dude was wealthy. He was wealthy or he was rich, and he still wasn't able to like avoid. But he knew the guy that he knew was way richer than him, obviously, and had information that even this guy that is rich didn't have. So imagine if the rich guy ain't got the information. Imagine middle class people, lower class people, the poor, like low class people, like not low class as in, but financially. We ain't gonna know nothing until it actually happens. The point I was making with that is you got to be prepared. Oh, conspiracy theorists. In the movie, there's a conspiracy theorist. This dude, I think his name is Ethan Hawke, or he's a conspiracy theorist, and he's been preparing for something like this for his entire life. So whenever this thing finally happened, he like was prepared, but he had already rationed his food, his guns, his bullets, everything to where him and his family would be all right for however long he had rationed it for. I think he had a bunker, he had everything, right? The other guy, the financial advisor, comes up to this dude's house and he's like, hey man, we need help. And the dude's like, no, I can't help you. What I have is for me and my family. I prepared for this. I've been planning this for whatever. I knew something was coming. I've been trying to tell y'all something was coming, but y'all looked at me like I was crazy. Now, who's crazy? I don't know how we got there from Biden, but some conspiracies are real. Some are too outlandish to believe. They might be real, but they're too crazy to believe. And some stuff is not a conspiracy at all. Biden is throw it off. Biden, I keep saying throw it off, but I don't mean it in a negative way. I just mean like he's 81, man. Like he's like that's literally it. Biden is 81, and it's time for him to go sit down somewhere. Trump is 78. It's also time for him to go sit down somewhere. Honestly, both of them need to go sit down, but one is older than the other, and one is clearly declining way more than the other. What else were they saying in these comments? If you're in here, hey, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you're enjoying the content. What they said? Wait. Well, if we were talking term limits, Trump just got into politics. Biden has been doing this game for like 50 years. They're both up in age, true. But Trump is more cognitively sound. I agree. Not that I like Trump, but he's more cognitively sound, correct. With Trump, I'm just listening to his policies. He's doing ish for our country first. I don't care about everything else. Biden's too elderly to stand trial, but being president, he's just fine. Get that? That's true. See? That's a very good point, Killer Junior 101. That's a very good point. How is Biden too elderly to stand trial? Well, being president, he's just fine, or he's healthy, he's right, or he's all of these good stuff. Is come on now, it's one or the other. You're either too elderly to stand trial, you're also too elderly to run for president, or you can stand trial and you can go for president. You got to pick a side. Now, the fact that Trump got into politics late, that doesn't sway me right or left, right? So if Trump got into politics late, that's his business. He's as him. I still feel that there should be a limit. So whether you get into politics late, that's your business. Like I said, let's say the cutoff is 65. If you join at 64 and you win, you want to just run for the next 4 years. You ain't got no second term, my boy. It is what it is. Because once you get to a certain age, it's like, oh, hey man, let the young boy let. It's almost like that old cat that be outside just dressing like a young boy, like with the hat and the big bag. Bro, your time passed. Our time passed. Live in your age group. Live in your time. Accept it for what it is. Stop trying to be something else. Life will be life, and sometimes it's just time to pass the baton. Like the people in Congress, they've been in Congress for years, bro. These people, I feel like he was a white man, and I think he's part of Congress, and I don't know if he was the head or something. I think he literally caught a stroke mid conversation where he just stopped talking, and I think it happened twice, where he just stopped talking completely, like mid comment. No. Then he started to do this. Come on, man. We gotta have limits, man. And you know what also opened my eyes is watching a lot of these shows where people show you what happened in politics, but they just call it a show. It's a show. We don't know if this is real now. But I think a lot of the stuff that we see in shows they come from somewhere. Obviously, they're inspired from something. Something is inspiring these specific episodes, these specific shows to be and look a certain way. I'm sure some of these stuff that we see in these shows are actually happening in real life. Come on. Y'all not just getting these ideas out of the blue. All right, so somebody said Trump cut government health care. Can anybody attest to this? All right, let me read this. He said, or she said, DDMG for Mr. MR. Trump cut government health care, college money, food stamps, and rich people taxes while taking away average American tax breaks while he profits from the government. Wait. Because at the time he was president, I was an average American. And I got tax breaks. Hold up now. He took women's right on childbirth. Did he? Yeah, that's the yeah. I don't know if he did that per se, but his party, He took rights on childbirth and brought back civil forfeit assets and costs everything to go up with export taxes like home appliance, steel, food, and inflation. I understand that part, but he did that for a reason. He was taxing the other countries so that they would pay us because they were getting away with just basically we had some type of deal with them where they just had to pay us a certain amount of money and they wouldn't reciprocate for us whenever we would export stuff from their countries. They wouldn't reciprocate the same for us. So he was just like, well, we about to be fair. So I ain't too mad at that because, hey man, go ahead, vote GOP and watch. There will be more poor people with no SSDI, SSI, government insurance, charity insurance, unemployed money, and a taxes increase on middle class and below while he profits off of the government at our expense. All of this within 4 years. This person can also be capping or speaking from a biased perspective. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if not, but because I don't remember it being that bad tax wise, or like, because I feel like he was more for people getting more money, and probably it probably benefited the rich more, obviously because he's rich. But I feel like he was like it was man, the options are just what the options are. I literally only came on here to let y'all know that Biden, if you make sure if you're in here, make sure you hit that like for me, make sure you hit that subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I would just literally come in here to let y'all know that Biden isn't there mentally. That's it. Vote who you may. I posted a video. People went crazy in the video. I was just saying the man isn't there mentally anymore. And that's not crazy to say because if you've seen him anytime between the last 4 years, you can see the difference. If you compare his 4 years with the 4 years he was with Obama, or the second 4 years, which he didn't really do too much, but still you can see him maneuvering like without even having to speak a word. You could tell, okay, well, he's smooth, he got it together, like his mind, like whatever. Nowadays, without him even speaking the words, you can tell something is all. That's why people keep talking about he's AI, like my boy in the comments says, or people are saying that he's a clone because he's moving like that. You can tell that he's kind of not there all the way. Why are we arguing? Why is this like why is this like even an argument? If we gonna argue like we want to keep him in spite of, let's argue. That's okay. That's a good conversation to have. But let's not argue the fact that is he's not there all the way. And they're trying to push him on us, to my point, because they're gonna be able to control him more than they would be able to control a new Democratic candidate, a new young buck. You know what I'm saying? Or someone with it. You know what I'm saying? Someone with it. Also, I think about Trump with the Republican Party, I feel like he runs himself. I don't think people control Trump for the better or for worse. I don't think they control Trump. I think Trump, because of his privilege, wealth-wise, there's not much anyone can tell him to where he's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to do what you tell me. Because to his point, he's a billionaire. And he made it on his own. To his point, I don't need your advice. I don't need this. I can figure it out. Now, is that someone we want in office that only goes by what he thinks and what he feels? No, because you make emotional moves like that. That's why you need a cabinet. You need a group of people that you can confide in, and a group of people that you trust enough that whenever things get hard, you don't turn on them. That's the thing with Trump. Trump, as soon as things go bad, my boy gonna throw you under that bus. But you know what you're getting with him. That's one thing with him. You know what you're getting. The Democratic Party throws rocks and hides their hand. A lot of the bills passed that keep Black people in the cycle of welfare and poverty were all Democratic bills. They don't preach that though. And if they do preach it, they preach it in a way that makes it sound pretty. The Republicans are more for get it out the mud on your own, which I agree with, but not to the extent of where it's like you're supposed to help us. That's what you're here for. The government should help us. You should give us a bump. You should help us, especially if you help other races. You should help your people. Let's take it out of the race. Even though you can't take our race because it's clear that some get more benefits than others. It's clear. But overall, like, you should be able to help us. That's what the government is for. That's why you pay taxes. It's not for you to continue to benefit off of us or just it's for you to like help us. So the Democratic is very like throw the rock and hide your hand. The Republicans are very like, I'm gonna tell you to your face, figure it out on your own. Which is a double-edged sword, But to each his own. Biden is not all the way there. And to each his own, man. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. I think I'm gonna call my little rant. I'm gonna call it a night, a day, or whatever it is, wherever you're from, wherever you're at, wherever you're listening from. If you're in here, before you go, please do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. It helps me so much when you hit that thumbs up button. If you enjoy this conversation, thank you for being here. Let's try this again tomorrow. Let's see what we talk about tomorrow. Peace.